In Street Fighter 6, drive is a versatile and volatile resource which heavily influences the pace of each round. Both you and your opponent start each round with all 6 bars of your drive gauge. In exchange for varying amounts of this meter, you gain access to both defensive and offensive mechanics. It is important to note that you can still perform these techniques even if you have less meter available than the move's set cost. It will just take away everything you have left. OD Specials. For 2 drive bars, you can perform OD specials, enhanced versions of your special moves. How these moves are enhanced varies from character to character. Some examples include faster multi-hitting projectiles or fully invincible reversals. Drive Reversal. For 2 bars, you can tap forward and both heavy buttons while in block stun, which performs a drive reversal, pushing your opponent off of you and knocking them down. Drive reversals are fully invincible, but quite slow, so be careful about when you use them. Parry. For half a drive bar, you can tap both medium buttons to perform a parry, which you can hold to extend its duration, draining more of your meter. Despite its name, parry behaves a bit differently than one might expect. When you parry an attack, your recovery does not act any different than if you had just blocked it instead. However, Perfect Parry. When you successfully parry something within 2 frames of pressing both medium buttons, you get a perfect parry. The recovery of this parry is cancelable into any move, but the resulting combo's damage will be significantly scaled. Drive Rush. During your parry stance, you can tap forward twice to perform a drive rush. From neutral, this costs an additional half bar of drive for a total of 1. Drive Rush can also be cancelled into from special cancelable normals by double tapping forward or pressing both medium normals, but it will cost a whopping 3 bars. Besides being a fast way to close the gap and surprise your opponent, Drive Rush allows you to extend your combos, and on top of that will enhance the next normal you press out of it, awarding an additional 4 frames of hit stun or block stun to that attack, allowing for better combos or pressure. Drive Impact. For the surprisingly cheap cost of 1 drive bar, you can press both heavy buttons to perform the infamous Drive Impact. DI is a slow attack with 2 points of armor, which can lead to devastating amounts of damage given the right circumstances. Even when this move is blocked, it breaks guard and pushes the opponent away. If this push happens to be enough to reach the corner, your opponent will be wall splatted. From here, you can get a free combo on your opponent. You can also cancel into the eye from any special cancelable normal, though it will behave slightly different in the corner if this leads to a true combo or block string, not awarding the wall splat. DI can be scary, especially if you aren't ready for it. Some common ways to deal with it include parrying, using fast attacks to break the armor in time, hitting your opponent with a super which immediately breaks the armor, or using your own Drive Impact. Don't forget, if your opponent armors through one of your special cancelable normals, you can still cancel that into your own. Gaining Drive. After you've spent drive on any of these techniques, it will start to slowly build back up on its own. However, there are some additional ways of building some more. Walking forward, connecting normals or non-OD specials with your opponent, and finally, successfully parrying a move will build a bit back, which can really add up if you're parrying multi-hit attacks. Losing Drive. Other than obviously using drive to perform its multiple techniques, you can lose additional drive in the following ways: getting punish countered, blocking attacks, and very importantly, blocking or getting hit by a Drive Impact. Burnout. When you lose all of your drive, you go into Burnout, a very disadvantageous state in which you can take chip damage from blocking specials and supers and die to it. You suffer an additional 4 frames of block stun, allowing your opponent to enact much scarier pressure onto you. And finally, you obviously lose access to all of your drive techniques. Additionally, if you ever find yourself in the corner and get hit by a Drive Impact, this will not result in a wall splat. It will instead result in a stun, allowing your opponent to get a much more damaging combo. So as you can see, drive is a very important resource to keep your eye on for both you and your opponent. Making the right decisions around the right amounts of drive can greatly shift the tides of battle. I hope this video has helped you better understand drive so you can better use it in your matches. This has been JoJo, see you next time.